Travel TVL, powered by University Kia.
We are on our way to Birmingham, Alabama. As you can see, compared to the Chattanooga trip, a lot more energy this morning. Thank you to coffee, of course, but we have a full day ahead of us going to see the Vulcan Park and Museum. We're going to an air museum as well, but then we're also taking some time to go to one of the oldest baseball fields in America, Rickwood Field. So if you haven't heard of Rickwood Field, stay tuned. You're going to get a great in-depth look of a fantastic baseball stadium right there in Birmingham.
Ready, Corey?
We're at the Vulcan Park and Museum here in Red Mountain in Birmingham, Alabama. In 1903, Vulcan was chosen to represent Birmingham, and the Italian sculptor Giuseppe Moretti was chosen as the sculptor for this fantastic piece. In May 1939, Vulcan is dedicated on Red Mountain with a 9-day-long celebration. In January 1946, a torch is added over Vulcan's spear. Vulcan is then taken down in 1999 for much-needed repairs, but returned to its spot in a fully restored park in January 2003, and the park and museum reopened to the public in 2004.
Your hair's sticking up behind you.
That's the look. That's the Birmingham look. That's what they say. Vulcan's got that on his head up there. We'll show you. We'll show you. He's got the same hair as I do. Wow, what a view. I know one thing I'll be looking for while we're up here. Any carousels? See any merry-go-rounds around here? Maybe one out that way somewhere?
You got a hat?
Check this out. No big deal. Hero Donuts and Buns. And I think we really need to get one up in Huntsville. I think we need to start that push. Jocelyn and I were going to get a petition going.
Yes,
easily
right now.
1,000 signatures by the end of the day. We're here at Hero Donuts and Buns, and we are with the owner and creator, Will Drake, in one of your 4 locations, 2 in Birmingham, 1 in Atlanta, and 1 in Charleston, South Carolina.
That's it.
So can you talk about the creation behind this? You have a very diverse background in food. Can you talk about what came about, what made this idea happen?
Yeah, I've been in the food industry probably 20, 25 years. I always went back to my childhood memories of all my favorite food that I ate as a child, and donuts was always the center of that. So it all kind of stemmed from that, memories of me and my dad getting donuts every Sunday night in South Georgia. So
we've looked at a couple of your options that you have when you walk in the shop, and one of them is listed as Will's Choice.
The Will's Pick is kind of my opportunity to kind of have fun and play and kind of do some stuff kind of outside of the box.
What's it been like to see this grow and become a major staple of Birmingham, but then also expand outside of the state?
Oh wow, yeah, it's been crazy. Like, you know, I opened Hero not just to have one location. Knew it would take a minute to kind of get to the point to have multiple locations, but you know, I feel like 4 or 5 locations in 5 years is pretty insane. So I'm honestly thankful for the staff to get us there, and then also our customer fan base.
The sugar and spice donut. Got it special.
They get you.
Oh my God.
All right, so I'm going 2 of my favorites, peanut butter and chocolate. Never had peanut butter on a donut before, but this is a new favorite.
I got to play football in Chattanooga at the park, at Coolidge Park. Today we're at Rickwood Field. They wouldn't let me on to play baseball though. It's kind of a shame because I could really, there's that Levi's fine jewelry sign out there. Easily could have cleared it. Easily could have cleared it, no problem whatsoever. If people don't know about this is a baseball field. It's been around since 1910. It's not something that just came about. It's been here a very long time. What does Rickwood Field see throughout the year when it's open and open for baseball?
We have over 125 or 30 ball games a year. That would include high school, college. We're the host team for Miles College, which is an HBCU. We have tons of travel ball games.
There have been 3 movies filmed here, and one that many people know of that even if they're not sports fans, many people have seen, 42, the Jackie Robinson story. Can you talk about having that, a major film like that, and other films come down here to film in this historic venue?
That was one of the fun experiences that we've ever had, having the 42 movie here. They hired probably 100 local, I guess you'd say, extras and outfitted them in period clothing. They were just the most professional and prepared group of folks I've ever seen at any level. And the actors and the producers and all of the film crew were really great to work with. Didn't have any attitudes. They were just really down to earth. They were very appreciative of what we had, and they took very good care of it. And they left us a locker that they had built for one scene, and that locker has become the centerpiece of our museum. And we like to say that Jackie Robinson will always have a locker at Rickwood Field, and we put that locker in the center of the museum. We outfitted it with Jackie Robinson memorabilia, and it's a focal point when people come in. They want to have their picture made in front of it. I tell these young kids who are here now, just think about this, 181 Hall of Famers have been here. In 20 or 30 years, one of these names could be yours. And maybe you'll be able to come back and say one time that I played at America's oldest ballpark.
So we made it to the roof.
It's a very unique perspective of a baseball game. Normally you're down there in the stands, but now you get to be up right on top of it, almost an aerial view.
Got a pot roast.
Okay, I got the pot roast with mashed potatoes, red beans, and fried green tomatoes. We're here at Johnny's. It's kind of a brawl to get a table. We were very lucky we ordered and immediately a table popped open. Thankfully, Jocelyn jumped on that and got us a table. But it's a total spread. And don't forget the fried green tomatoes, unless I've already said that. But what a spread.
Turnip greens are my absolute favorite, so I had to get them.
We just ate at Johnny's restaurant, and we are with Chef Timothy Hansas. We had a fantastic meal, and there are some great things you can get there. The meat and three, some Greek specialties. Can you talk about what do you provide on this menu?
So we call ourselves Southern ingredients with Greek influences. So it's a meat and three, but with a major facelift, if you will. I was in fine dining my whole life, so we try to take what the usual suspects are and you know, make them 10 times better than what they normally are. You know, like our meatloaf has 32 ingredients in it. You know, our barbecue sauce for the meatloaf, instead of tomato sauce, it has about 28. So, and then there's a lot of Greek dishes too, like souvlaki, keftedes, the Greek meatballs. When I lived in Greece, my aunt taught me how to make yogurt, so we culture the yogurt ourselves. So there's a lot of love in it, and again, you know, the cultures and hospitality are very similar. So we marry the two cuisines together. The marriage of the two cuisines was not hard at all. So, you know, there's always food involved in the South, and in Greek hospitality, whether it be happy or sad, there's always food involved. So whether it's just stopping by, you know, on a Sunday afternoon, there's always going to be something, you know, on the table.
Okay, one of the best things I did this summer was start collecting pint glasses, because a lot of places have pint glasses, and so you can find a variety of them across wherever you go. Doesn't matter, you're going to a restaurant, a college, anything. Well, we're here at Trim Tab Brewing Company, and I got another one. So why the name Trim Tab?
So Buckminster Fuller is our philosophical ideal, right? And he had this concept where we're all trim tabs. It is a small rudder in the back of the ship that actually sits on top of the other rudder, and that's what really changes the course of the ship. So we really try to invoke change by making very small incremental things to people.
It's not just a tap room, it's not just a place people come, but we also have a lot of great art on the walls, and we talked about it a little off camera, so tell me what the environment is in here.
So, you know, we are a big supporter of community, all things art, whether it's beer, whether it's music, and obviously art. So this room right here is our tasting gallery. It is an art gallery. We feature artists for about 2 months at a time, and it rotates. We do not take commission fees. It's fun for us because our walls are always changing. It's always a different vibe in here, as well as being able to support a community that has supported us.
So we're fully distributed throughout Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, a little bit of the Panhandle of Florida. And we really want to get our beer into people's mouths. We really want to share that experience with people. We really like to get new people into beer, just staying brand new, staying fresh, and keeping up with it.
So this is the chocolate sauce beer, and it has a variety. And Adam was telling me it was done in a Jack Daniel's barrel. And so it has definitely a flavor of Jack Daniel's when you first drink it, but then it kind of, like he said, in the words of Adam, he says it really kind of mellows out.
It's kind of like putting
You took Hershey sauce and you put it in there.
It's right at the bottom of that chocolate.
Yeah, it really
glass,
is.
Right?
We are at the Southern Museum of Flight. They have a variety of aircraft, over 100 actually, here in the museum and outdoors. Not just military aircraft, but also civilians. We're gonna take you throughout and show you some major exhibition pieces.
What you looking at?
but I think I might turn in my resignation letter at the station.
So what exactly are we making?
A helicopter.
Are you excited, Charles?
Definitely.
Now you're not gonna let the elementary
See, thank goodness I didn't do an engineering degree and I went into journalism. Getting in the U.S. Navy A4C Skyhawk. Bye. I'll see ya. Got a lot of things in my way. Got a helicopter from the Soviet Union in my way. You know, it's not very flyer friendly right now. Okay, trying. If you had no idea what you could do in Birmingham this summer, we have given you an exponential amount of ideas to choose from. So hopefully you use some of our suggestions. If you don't, you don't.
It's okay.
Travel TVL, powered by University Kia.